Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we take those three things, mix them together, and magic happens.
2022, baby!
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
We're back.
Mappy Nunez. What?
Whoever's from Charles.
Nunez?
Yes, Nunez, yes.
Yeah,
footballer.
Yes.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the guy who played
First name
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle.
Sue!
Hello, welcome. Hope you all had a wonderful New Year, Christmas, all that shit. I'm not a big Christmas guy.
You're not the Santa Claus
No.
in disguise.
No.
What are you big on?
What am I big on?
Yeah, this is now just an interview.
Flat income rates.
What kind of bonds do you think 2022 will be good to invest in?
Which NFTs are you buying? which Bored Ape are you getting?
This week we heard about what Logan Paul looks for in an NFT. What does Nathan Briggs look for in an NFT?
Whatever the opposite of Logan Paul is looking for.
Maximum fungibility.
So fungible.
I want it to be the most fungible. The one I want is going to be the most fungible out of all of them.
It's so fungible you could say it's spongeable.
Oh.
Just soaks it all up.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Can I get
Yeah.
extra funge on the side?
Yes. Last side of funge.
You can never have too much funge.
There you go. Why listen to a podcast that entertains you when you can listen to a podcast that opens with finance jokes?
Oh, I'm gonna funge.
That's brought it back. There you go. Okay, well, just some things to clear at the top. There is no Tim here. He's with his fam.
Boo.
That's not very fungible.
Values.
And I was gonna do a slightly kind of like Christmassy episode, but things went long in the last one, and then we didn't have time to put another one together nearer Christmas. So this one is just gonna be a little bit of an off episode. It's like a little side quest thing, just because I can't be asked. But ignoring all of that, well, please don't actually, because some of that is important information. Social media? No.
Yeah.
No,
that's actually not me. Yeah.
I'll do that. I take charge.
Who's authority?
Sorry, George.
Yes, social media.
media.
Hi, George here, filling in for Timothy. I'll try.
Dalton?
Yes, Timothy Dalton. Yes.
Fitting
Yeah.
Timothy in.
Oh, one can wish. So yes, if you'd like to follow us on social media, see what we're up to. Mostly just pictures of us smiling a lot. Seems to be what it is at the moment.
That's just quite
We
awesome.
don't smile that much.
You want
It's
to see a
just
bunch
great.
of happy boys?
You want to see some happy boys rolling dice, then go ahead and follow us on our various social medias. On Twitter, at Dungeons_Dudes. On Instagram, Dungeons, Dice and Dudes. And then of course we also have YouTube, where you can find us just by searching Dungeons, Dice and Dudes and see our back catalogue.
Are you not a happy boy, Nathan?
Oh no, I just don't like the imagery when you say just looking at pictures of happy boys.
Yeah.
Just does not.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
You smile a lot on there. I've seen pictures of you smiling.
Oh, it's more specifically FBI.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boys.
I see.
Boys.
Right.
Boys.
Playing with the
Is that just like kids in suits?
Yeah.
FBI boys.
NFT boys.
It's a group of FBI NFT.
Man, there's
Fungible bureaucracy intelligence.
Nice.
Social
So
media.
social media. You're probably listening to this somewhere, but if you want to
Probably
listen
not.
to it somewhere, if you want to listen to it somewhere else,
Not anymore.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's a weird energy.
It's a bit silly today, isn't it?
You need a new podcast.
Yeah.
This is a comedy
The vibe,
podcast
yeah.
now. It's not. if you want to listen to the podcast for whatever reason, we are available on Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, that's formerly SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, Stitcher, and you can find us on the Anchor app and website.
Oh yeah! Did you already say Breaker?
Did I say Breaker? Yeah, I said Breaker.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I missed it. That's my favourite one because you normally say Breaker.
Breaker. Breaker.
Sorry.
Don't
Wait, say sorry for it. I love it.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget the RSS feed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
RSS boys.
They boo.
Yeah, buy our RSS feeds.
3 Ethereum per feed.
They're very fungible.
Thank you for that.
That's right.
Now, if you would like to listen to a far better podcast, download.
The only reason I come is to be flattered. And then you can listen to and find me on thinkingcritically.co.uk, which is a discussion-based podcast where we talk about a single word or topic and what it means within the D&D and wider ttrpg framework. And the one that dropped on the 31st of December 2021 is a really good one with a little special treat at the end for everybody. So I recommend you go listen to it.
I listened to that episode and I found it most enjoyable. And I'm not trying to shill. Also, actually, just another question. Does the host of this podcast think he's really funny for no reason?
Yeah. But not for no reason.
See, it's just you that has to intro and describe your podcast. We have 3, sometimes 4 people doing that, and it's just a shambles.
Carnage.
Yeah.
First hour out the way.
Yeah. Cool. I think your stuff is still
It's
on the
pipeline.
horizon.
Yeah, nothing yet, but I'll let you know.
Perfect. Right, that's everything, I suppose. We should probably get this underway.
Fucking hell.
Cue intro music.
Right, in the last session, because this is how we always do it, the group had ambushed the Crimson Legion. Wait, hang on, music. My bad.
Give me rent.
That's the music, it's just that on loop.
Give me rent.
Where's my money?
Get your rent when you fix the damn door.
Don't know words.
The Polynesian spa.
We've already
I'm keeping this in. I'm not cutting that out. The stays. There he is. Happy New Year, everybody.
In the last session, the group had ambushed the Crimson Legion on the eastern road to Merchant's Hollow. After a bloody fight that resulted in the deaths of both Ulrich and Owain, though the latter was brought back through the Revivify spell, you then began to loot the corpses and the contents of the caravan itself, giving yourselves a rather hefty haul. Rounding up the survivors who had surrendered, you let the majority go, and I think one got split in half. And you decided to gain some distance from this crime scene, just area in general, with Ulrich's body in tow. With Quinn gathering some information from their captive, master of trade, Silas Maschetti, and eager to get Ulrich back in whatever capacity it is, you decided to head towards the not too far into the Torden woods and set up camp for the evening. In the morning, bar an unexpected message from an old friend, you all started to slowly rouse from your sleep until Durgob exclaimed that something was happening to Ulrich. Ulrich, seemingly not in control of his body, suddenly attacked the group, and after a short but brutal bout, Ulrich eventually came to his senses with one less thread connecting him to this world. And that is where roughly we left off. I believe Ulrich was up and about, but mysteriously he seems to have fallen asleep, exhausted from coming back to life.
That was really weird. That was really weird. What happened just now?
Yeah, I don't know really. What? Oh, he's asleep. Right. I was about to ask him what was going on, but oh well.
Maybe he's done us all a favour and finally passed on.
Careful what you say, Owen. He's still a friend of mine.
I'll take the halberd off my back, and with the long handle, kind of just give him a jab in the ribs, just to see if he's still staying asleep.
There doesn't appear to be any response, and there is nothing else that seems to be moving underneath the skin, though he does look like a corpse.
Don't do that.
Yeah, come on now.
That's you sucking off Nathan.
I'd make a proposal.
What does that mean? Show me.
I was going to propose that we tie up Ulrich like a bindle on the end of a stick.
What, like a spit roast between
No, like
four of us?
Don't will take him. And you just need to carry him on his
just
back.
carries him. Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I feel like you probably should have warned me that, he comes back and tries to kill you.
I thought we did.
You could have just said that it would be bad, but I'd be in a bad mood if I came back dead.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah. It's only if I'm sure it won't scar. That's fine.
Alright, cool. I'm carrying him then.
If it's not too much trouble.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're going to the
Merchant's Hollow.
Merchant's Hollow.
Yeah.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah, you just keep pushing through the forest. It'll probably be another day or so of travel, especially with all the shit we've got. And, that's about it, really.
Speaking of shit, did you? I know we gave you all that stuff yesterday to figure out what it was, but did you get a chance to figure out what all those potions were that we had?
No.
Do you want to do that? Keep going there. Keep you busy,
A
right?
bit tired and not talking to our illustrious guests, but fine.
Hello.
Oh, you're still here. Hey.
Hello. I'm still here. Not run away.
Let me kill you.
Where would you go? It was a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Might not be a bad idea, though. Just leave him here.
I thought we had agreed that we would pretend to be as... I can't remember. I thought that
Well,
was-
he's like, and I mean no disrespect. You're valuable.
It's fine. It's
Uh,
probably one of the nicest things you guys have said to me
That
so
actually sounds
far.
like a compliment.
I mean,
yeah.
as just purely in the sense of you, as an asset,
Oh, that's okay.
something to be traded for our safety.
He's expected at the Merchant's Hollow. I think we were going to at least get him
Let's
there.
let's see that you get there.
Perhaps
Eh?
they will hit us on
And as I
the
said,
rush.
if you speak a word of what happened to your kinfolk, we won't hesitate
yes.
to.
The people you murdered.
We should probably come up with like an
Again,
alibi
in our
or something.
defence, you attacked us.
That's right.
We were just there, and we were waiting and watching quietly.
It's kind of creepy. I think we covered this last time. It was pretty
we-
creepy.
yeah.
I'm still not satisfied. That creepy is satisfactory reason to bear arms against us. Be that as it may, we're here, and I suppose we should get to stepping.
Let's do it.
Want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there. Cool. So yeah, who is cooking breakfast.
It's me.
Make a survival check.
Oh, 10.
10. It's all right.
Bit shaken up from
Yeah.
the fight. Yeah.
It's food.
Still don't have your book, so you kind of your mind's wandering.
Yeah.
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 So it's okay. It's not the nicest of meals that you've prepared, but you know, it'll do. It'll get you through the day. So, start packing up. Take inventory of everything that you have. What is the cart situation again? You've got, I think it was Ulysses on Monty.
I think Sabine was the back cart with Quinn and Silas.
Mhm.
And the potions.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be.
I got a dagger, but then I gave that away to somebody else. So somebody else had that. So
Yeah, I believe it.
that's what I did.
So that's the rosy one.
Blood rot, baby.
Yeah, there was a +1 sword.
Oh yeah, I just gave that straight back to you as well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I gifted that to Owain.
Yes.
As a means of
Yes,
trying
you
to
did.
keep him up.
You've got the blood rot dagger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got a scroll of Liamon's tiny hut.
Oh, that's the one.
You got shitloads of gold and platinum,
Which I have in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
and you got a couple of potions. Yeah.
I'll taste them. Little drop of each in breakfast.
It's like Tabasco on eggs.
Yeah.
What are you trying to discern what they are?
Yeah.
All right, make an Arcana check. How dare I get you to get your dice out?
18.
18.
Yes, 18.
These are potions of. Let me just double check that I did the right ones. Yes, I did. Potions of greater healing.
How many?
Dos.
Baby!
For our
That's 2.
Spanish listeners out there.
Okay,
Spy.
cool.
Okay.
And then
44.
it was an assortment of explosives as well.
Yeah.
And then ore. Also.
Horse.
Which we'll try and shift to the hollow, I suppose.
Yeah.
For more money in gold.
Or passage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so it's still raining.
Did
It's
we
not
rest
ceased.
for at least an hour since something's kicking off?
Yeah,
I'll take an hour of breakfast.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Little short boy.
In that hour, if there's anything that you would like to do, please let me know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we shall hit the road again.
Tasting my potions. That's all I care about.
Yep.
Which I'll keep for the time being. Oh, there you go. That's what it is.
Where are my hit dice on D&D Beyond?
If you click short rest,
Yeah.
then it will tell you
Yes.
at least. Oh, cool! You can roll in here now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lovely. I'm getting a bit more sugar. That's good.
Breakfast has done me good.
That's a hearty meal.
It's leathery substance. What is that?
What are you perhaps referring to?
This leather. It's quite tough. It's good though. It tastes.
Like a jerky.
Yeah.
Well, yes, there was some little rations in the wagons that we acquired. So I just thought, maybe glamorise them a little bit. It was something we used to do when we were travelling temple to temple. It was a good way to sort of use up older food that we might not get around to eating. I know it's not the most glamorous or breakfast, but
It's flavourful, that's for sure. So,
I appreciate that.
tastes like leather.
In a good way?
I don't know. It's first experience of eating leather. Salty. It's nice.
Yes, I thought the salt would, help it go down. So I just a bit distracted this morning. What with our near-death experience with our friend,
There it is. I was waiting for you to say the right word.
and I seem to have misplaced my tome. So maybe I could purchase a new one when we get to the Merchant's Hollow.
Yeah, I think I've plenty of gold now.
What was it you were looking for?
I had a spell tome and battle strategies and just all sorts of very important scribblings. Seem to have misplaced it during the last battle.
Yeah, I didn't see it anywhere.
Okay.
If I see it, I'll let you know.
Well, I started to think it's long gone. Yes. If it falls into the wrong hands, it could be a bit dangerous for me.
Just purely for curiosity's sake, whose hands would be a problem?
Well, I think I made it known when we first met the reason why I was in disguise and was putting on a rather low-brow accent out of a hick is that there are people looking for me from the linktr house and their associates. As you saw back, they may have found me after the tournament.
Yeah.
If they've come out this way, they
should probably keep moving. Yeah.
Mm.
Why would that be? What is it they want with you?
it's
Is it just that you left?
yes, rather unceremoniously. It's a family matter, to put it bluntly.
Okay. I won't pry any further.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate everything this group has done for me, apart from almost killing me once a fortnight, thanks to Ulrich. But
And he's also saved your life.
Yeah.
Must be an even keel now.
About a 50-50 split.
Yeah, I'd say so.
well, ironically, I was keeping score in that book of mine, but I guess we'll have to start again.
Oh, good. So he hasn't tried to kill you at all.
Except this morning.
Fair point.
Yeah. Well, 1-0.
Shall we ride?
Yes. I'll mount the wagon to take control of the horses.
Yep.
I'm going to give the horse a little rub before we go.
I'll give him a little sugar cube from the satchel.
Oh, tickle his bits.
I just want him to
Did it come? I want to put hooves on me.
I'll get Monty to talk to him.
Do you even like sugar cubes?
Sure, just both of you make because you're riding, an animal handling check, just 5.
Nat 20.
It's 15 total.
I season the sugar cube.
What's this?
This
It doesn't need blindness.
just the horse really seems to be digging your vibe.
He does a little dressage.
Clippity clap!
I'd say with that, as long as you have this horse, you do not need to make animal handling checks with him.
Oh well, okay, I appreciate that.
There's like a connection now.
Knowing us, we'll leave it somewhere within the next 5 minutes. Forget about it.
It's fine, press triangle and it'll find it.
Just whilst you're out at sea, it just swims up to the boat.
No, you turn the camera, turn back and he's behind you.
Head just over your shoulder.
The whole time.
Right, well, you gather your things, you begin to set off through these woods, and as I say, it's still fairly cloudy, overcast, steady rain coming down. But yeah, you start travelling. Quinn, as you're sat in the back.
I'm making small talk with my boy.
Silas actually. So, I've not really tried to do anything so far. Not that I plan to. What choice of words? I was just curious, what exactly is it that you're trying to do?
Make it to Merchant's Hollow and then travel across the seas.
Yeah, but you seem, your friend and Durgob, they seem quite close. Is there they're like friends or?
They have a history together. Yes, I believe they grew up together.
Ah, okay. So he's from my neck of the woods.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty serendipitous.
Oh, are you suggesting that you're travelling in the same direction we are, perhaps?
Oh no, I definitely am, because Durgob was protecting me, and he's like pseudo like a bodyguard for me.
Can I still hear what you're talking about, by the way?
Yeah, it's not it's not massive.
Sabine just shouts past like, maybe we should just take you with us on the way, huh? You want that?
I mean, that would be very much appreciated. You killed all my men. And
Oh, I actually didn't think you'd want that.
Are we going to Waste Town? Yeah.
Yes.
I believe so.
We're getting on a boat to Waste Town, right?
Yeah.
Stonehaven.
Yes.
Etc. Etc. Cool. Okay.
Personally,
That's what we're going.
I thought you'd turn us in when we got to Merchant's Hollow. That's why I've been so suspicious of you.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. You'd probably kill me before you even get a chance anyway.
100%, yeah.
Exactly. See, we're all on the same page. Nothing to worry about.
Nice. He seems
nice
safe.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
King of Stonehaven replaced by a green dragon? War. Neighbours fought against Stonehaven. Green dragon die? Stonehaven weakened.
Is that your line of questioning?
hey, that's a pretty good summary of our chat.
Nobles banded together to bring back power. So that's what's happening where we're going.
Oh, okay. So you're just trying to help your friend, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we just killed a lot of guys for not really knowing why.
Oh well, they murdered his.
Oh yeah, no,
That was
they're
the
fine.
thing.
Oh,
There was a whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Blood feuds.
Oh, is that what he said?
Just orc
okay.
things.
Yes, just orc things. Yes.
So he said to you that they all killed his. Okay.
Is that not accurate?
I
Oh yeah.
wouldn't know.
I wish I was there too. Rolling insight every fucking sentence.
Did Ulrich see Silas during the fight?
No, not during the fight.
He did see him in the city, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and he didn't say that guy killed my dad, so Silas should be okay.
That's always the base of relationships. Well, he hasn't killed my dad, so it's probably okay.
It was really strongly allied with the guys that murdered our dear friend's entire family.
He's just
Seems like a fine chap.
This is fine.
He's just needs protection. I know there's one thing we're good at.
So
Squeeze him.
okay, so just so I understand what's happening, so I don't put a foot out of line. What exactly? So he doesn't like them because they killed everybody, and so now you're gonna go there and you're gonna kill them all?
I can see, for Sabine's benefit, he's making air quotes, and you are lucky that it's only Sabine and I in the car. Because if Ulrich was here, he would be decapitating you as we speak. And there'd be very little to do to stop
Even that Durgog fella, he'd fuck you up.
And look, all I'm trying to say is that I don't know about you, but my experience is that orcs, they tend to kill people, and the Crimson Legion, they've done nothing but good for the city, and nobody's ever said anything about orc suppression or massacring. So, I just feel like it's something that would have come up.
I want an insight check now. I feel like now that's the threshold, isn't it?
History is written by the winners. So
right.
that is, of course, they are happy to.
Sure.
Woo! Woo! Oh.
4. He just seems genuinely just like interested.
Okay.
Man, everyone is just really tired. We can't say anything.
Yeah.
He didn't sleep, so.
It's 4 a.m. at a party and everyone's like, can't get
That one
taxis
guy is
and-
talking about the system.
I just want to know, I'm okay, let me put it to you this way. I'm traveling, or you're traveling with a group of people who are there to protect you. They've done a very good job of it.
We protect each other, to be clear.
Yeah, so you're traveling.
Stretching it.
You're traveling with a group of people that are there to protect you. They've done it for a very long time, and then another group of people kill them all. Well, most of them. And then they say, oh, they're actually terrible people, and we're going to kill the rest of them. I'm just...
You're learning a lot, right?
It's a lot of information to take in. I'm just trying to understand what's your motivation,
A tortured soul, there's a couple of us, probably.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Look, all I'm saying is that that's a lot of murder based on the word of an orc.
Well, you have not had the honour of making Ulrich an acquaintance of yours, and when you get the opportunity, which I'm sure you will find out that he is. He speaks his mind freely and very transparently, so I don't think there's any reason to believe he would have misremembered or be lying. I believe what he says because he puts things very
He's too stupid.
clearly.
I'm just here. I'm just asking questions.
Let me ask you a question, Silas. Seeing as we're on this merry road together, these bodyguards you hired, you paid them, correct? To
Not exactly.
it's some backroom deal. I
Well,
presume.
they kind of. It's like they're like a military kind of.
Oh, so it's like their duty.
A PMC.
Yes, exactly. They work for us. They protect Stonehaven, but then they have some autonomy of their own.
Well, they are just being paid to do this, and it's not out of the question to think that perhaps someone in the past paid them to go and slaughter a bunch of orcs. That wouldn't be unheard of. They have no weird mantra somewhere that says "Thou shalt not slaughter orcs."
Yeah, it's
the
like-
coin is good enough.
It's like Luxem blew up their own festival thing just to try and, cause a war with Terra Sol, so it's not outside the realms of possibility.
Well, I mean, I don't know where you get that from.
No, it happened. We were there. We saw it all.
You were there at the bombing,
Yeah.
and you are now saying that it was Luxem that did it to themselves?
Yeah.
A false flag operation.
Yeah, that's the word.
I
Okay.
believe I was making
This guy thinks he's in with a bunch of conspiracy theorists. Shit.
We've done our own research.
yeah. Quit it on you.
It's coming true.
Oh no, that's okay. Never mind.
Oh no, I don't. Oh no, he thinks we're weird. It's true, all of it.
I think that ship had already sailed, but
Well, yeah, when we killed all his friends. Yeah.
No,
no,
it's-
we let several of them live.
True.
More than can be said about the Red Legion and the orcs.
No, it's there was just in the wider sphere of politics there was a group that came in and committed these attacks and then sprung some people from a prison, and come to think of it, one of them was a tiefling,
That's generalization. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
one of them was an orc, and it's weird to... Just don't kill me.
I
Okay.
like to keep politics out of my adventuring. Thank you, Silas. I shan't stand for any more of these tenuous allegations.
Yeah.
Monty runs past, and this is just like woke bullshit if you ask me.
Look, I'm just saying. You may think that Luxem did this to themselves, but why the world thinks that people of a similar description to yourselves did it on behalf of Terrasol. So the fact that now you've attacked Stonehaven, I just want to be alive.
I see it as saving a member of the Stonehaven
Yeah.
Council. If
I
anything,
think,
so
I think that's how they see it as well, right?
I think I will see it.
Smee's just waving a crossbow around. As she's up front, she's like, that's how they'll see it, right?
Just get a sneak attack on Quinn.
So yeah, that's how they're going to see it, right? That you've been saved. Oop.
You can make an intimidation check if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that side. He gets advantage.
There you go.
I called it.
I was going to say you could roll as well, but
No, I don't want to do that. I open that.
Thank goodness. It's 18 plus 3. It would have been a 3 otherwise, so that was lucky.
I mean, I'm sitting like opposite him, like we're gonna. That's the story. That's the thing.
Shit.
Yep, 100%.
And you'll get safe passage, right? We'll take you across the sea. We'll get you there. And we're your
We
saviors.
found you cowering under a wagon after your mercenary band that you'd hired had been beset upon by some beasties, and we secured the rest of your travel all the way back to your home.
100%.
Is what happened.
Yep.
In fact, that's actually really close to what actually happened, so it's
Yeah.
not much of a stretch at all.
No.
Yeah. Easy for you to roll with that, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
Rolling all the way.
Puts the crossbow. Safety catch.
Bolt just falls out. Rolls up. Okay. You carry on riding for another few hours or so, and Sabine, as you have insane passive perception,
Yes, love.
you hear what sounds like the distant sound of a scream just going through these
I
woods.
shout to you. Did you hear that?
Sorry, it's just.
Oh no, I know I heard it, but
It was just the way that you were like, I shout. Did you hear that?
did you?
I whisper, yeah.
That sounded like a scream up ahead.
I heard something. I couldn't discern exactly what it was.
Yeah,
A
sounded-
scream?
Sounded like a scream. You should probably let
From where?
Owain know. Up ahead.
Oh wait, there's
To
a
the left.
To the left, up ahead.
there's a scream up ahead to the left. I'll ride ahead a touch, see if I can see anything.
Should we park the carts here? I'll
Yeah,
come with you.
perhaps
Yeah.
slower.
Yeah, park the carts. I'll come with you.
You've got 2 carts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll stay here. Silas the virus.
Keep that wild one under control.
I'll shuffle forward ever so slightly and kind of gesture to Sabine to jump on
I'm on the back.
Monty's
There you go.
sizable back. And
Doing that. Binoculars.
Cool. Yeah, make a perception check with advantage because you already kind of know rough direction.
Ooh. Oh, +9 for perception, so it's 19. Thank God.
After riding away to the left and away from the main road for about 15 minutes or so, you come to a bit of a clearing, and there is what appears to be very faint remnants of like tents and fires and stuff like that, like very old, like years old. But directly in the center of this kind of clearing is what looks like an old kind of building, and at the entrance there's There's a bit of a distance away from you, but there seems to be someone kind of like shouting and kind of waving at you, like, "Help! Help!"
Perhaps. Yes, we'll be right back.
No, please help!
I can wait and find out what's going on.
I'd rather not let you go alone.
Oh, wait here. I'll just find out what's going on. You can just go back, get the car.
What's wrong?
As you're shouting this from, there's about like 80 feet between you.
What?
We're a D&D party. We're suspicious. Go
Please, my wife, my son, please.
Shit.
Go get them. I'll wait here. We'll just go back together. We'll be right back.
No, I have a better idea, and I'll kind of grab Monty by the side of the head and be like, "Can I get the others?" And kind of tap him. Yeah, and then I'll hop down and give him a little slap on the ass and send him back.
Yep. So, Quinn and a very silent Owain. After some time passes, Monty comes back and kind of like starts like digging at the dirt and like kind of turns around on itself.
You can try and interpret what this beast is trying to say, seeing as you're so good with animals.
I mean, I'll.
Maybe
Can
your
I
horse
roll
friend,
insight
maybe your
on
horse
it?
friend will tell you.
Maybe.
As you're like stood there kind of being like, what?
Yeah.
Monty kind of like uses one of its horns to kind of like corral you and start nudging you like towards
Okay.
where they rode off.
I'll allow it.
Grapple Monty. I will bring Silas with us. Come on, we've got to go somewhere. We're not leaving you here.
Oh, you're gonna take me? Okay.
We're here to protect you, right? We wouldn't leave you alone. Something might happen to you. Wink. Let's go.
I'm gonna stay here with Ulrich. I don't really trust his body alone, you know.
No, forgot about those two. Hands up.
Kill the horses when he comes back, you know.
What was that?
Wait, what?
One more time.
He could kill the horses if he comes back.
If,
So.
Oh,
If-
Oh,
we
it's
don't-
already
no.
quiet.
If he does come back and he looks like he may, I'm not there.
Yep.
Never mind.
Don't worry, you know what's going to happen now, so you can prepare yourself. That's fine.
That's right. I was always a bit stronger than him anyway.
I'm sure. In
probably
fact,
doubly now.
Silas, pick your poison. Would you like to come with us, or would you like to stay with him?
Just kind of looks at the two. I'll come with you.
As I thought. Let's go.
After some time, you guys are kind of making your way over. Do you two advance at
I want to
all?
ask this guy, like, so wait, what happened? Just as calmly as you can. What's going on?
He's still keeping a decent distance.
Yeah.
He's kind of nudged forward a little bit, but not a great deal. He seems to be like looking over his shoulder a lot. Well, me and my family, we were heading towards Merchant's Hollow, and we decided to take shelter in here. But there's something deeper inside. But my child ran off, and I tried to follow, but one of these things hit me, and my wife went after him.
Incite the shit out of this guy.
Go ahead.
Fuck you! It's a 2.
It's a 2. He seems like in genuine panic.
How deep in are we talking? A.
I'll kind of flick my hair and be like, "Fear not, the right people are here."
Yeah, we've saved people before and shit.
I don't know what that means, but I don't know how deep this place goes. It seems to be like an old army building or something. I don't know.
So wait, did you go into it deep, or did something come out at you?
Something came out.
Oh, and it took them.
Well, my boy,
Can
my son.
I see your wound?
Are you coming closer?
A little bit, like close enough that I can get a look at him.
Okay, you'd have to get probably about 30 feet or so to kind of get a decent look. And he seems to have like a gash mark across his abdomen. With a bit of sweat and kind of rain all kind of like dousing him.
So
We've got a healer coming. Actually, you can do
I
it.
was going to say, if I may, and I'll approach him and place a hand on his abdomen and pump like 2 HP of lay on hands.
Yeah, and it kind of crackles and glows a little, and it does start to heal. Though he does seem like there's still like severe bruising from whatever originally caused the wound, and he kind of like slumps back a little bit. Like, please, you've got to save them. I've got 5 gold. That's all I've really got.
Yeah, that's fine. You're coming with us though, because we need you to identify them and stuff. So.
I will not do you any good.
No,
I
you
can
should
point
come
in the general direction, but this building isn't that large, and you can see that it's maybe like about 100 feet in width. It's really not that big, but it does have like a tower that goes up and then like a longer kind of segment to it on the left-hand side.
It could be useful to help us.
What does it smell like?
Does it smell like?
Yeah.
It's the smell.
Just in the vicinity or
Yeah,
inside?
is there anything that unusual about the way this...
Make a perception check.
Oh, not bad. Perception is 15.
15? It's kind of hard to tell, in large part because of the amount of moisture that's in the air. It's kind of like dampening most of the smells that are from in the nearby area. Kind of looking around, you can see that there are leftover armaments as you've kind of pushed in a little bit more. It does look like there's old swords and bits of armor and kind of things that have long kind of somewhat kind of succumbed to the elements over the many years.
Are there any bodies left in the armor?
Out here, no.
Okay, good. That's a relief.
Have they caught up now?
Yeah, we'll say that yourselves have kind of caught up at this point now.
Elaine, this gentleman may be in need of some of your law. Yeah.
Kind of looks around and is like, oh, thank God, there's more of you.
Can we trust?
Thank you.
I have no idea, but he's hurt.
And he kind of like sits back against like the door frame and kind of like holds his like midsection.
Oh, yeah. What's the word? Gingerly move up to him and just like eyes on the wound, then eyes on him, eyes on the wound, eyes on him. Look back at the party, and then I'll perform a little smooth sting. Cure wounds.
Okay. Sorry, just a little bit of food came up. How do you cast your spells specifically?
I'll hold on to my amulet because that was the only thing not stolen from me after I died.
Stolen.
Fucking guy.
Keep it safe.
And then I mutter a short prayer in Elvish to the 3 sisters to grant me the strength to heal someone.
Yeah.
So tried and tested practice.
And there's a bit more of a bluish hue to yours, just more of like a more kind of ethereal light to it. And he kind of like, oh, thank you. And there is still some bruising, but he's not as like kind of out of breath.
Yeah.
But he kind of still, he tries to get up and like collapses back down and say, please, I can get more gold if that's what you need.
It shouldn't be necessary.
You needn't pay us for this.
5's kind of insulting anyway, but it's fine.
Please, we're just trying to get to Merchant's Hollow for work.
Yeah.
Please, I really would appreciate it.
No,
We've just come from the festival and
we're gonna do it.
I
Don't worry.
didn't do too well.
Oh, did you see did you see us?
Oh yeah. Do you recognise our faces? That's Sums.
We were this close to the podium.
I didn't have enough money to get into the actual
Now
stadium.
I feel bad.
It's okay. Well, as I said, there's no payment necessary for him, but we're happy to help.
We won the tournament.
Make a persuasion check.
Big deception.
Yeah, deception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, thank God, because that's a shit roll, but my deception is pretty good. That is a 15.
That's great. Could you really please hurry?
No,
They
no.
weren't taking that long ago. Maybe about 10 minutes ago, 15 at the most. Please hurry.
Yeah.
Silas, stay with this man.
Oh, okay. I'll stay here with.
Didn't we leave him at the car?
Quench.
No, he chose to come with us.
Oh.
Because I gave him the choice to come in with him or Derbig, and Derb got big dig dog and Diglett.
With all due respect, I think someone should be watching our, for lack of a better term, hostage while we take care of this.
And we're protecting him. We're protecting him. You've misunderstood the
Okay,
contract.
Right.
well,
What you've done now is Silas and this guy have got to come with us.
Everybody
maybe
hit
some of the more combat experienced members of the group should head in and, we'll take care of this and be out in no time.
Why don't? What was that?
Suits me, I'll sit outside.
There we go.
I will take my torch, my tinderbox, and light the torch.
Mhm.
And I'll take a look inside the, not far, but just the entry of this building.
Yep.
Just to know, I've got dark vision. Just thought I'd bring it up.
Oh my god.
Now's probably a good time to bring up that I have it as well. But I also do the same as Ulysses.
Okay,
So I have hammer in hand and
you two
torch in
spark
hand.
up. Quinn is waiting outside, and
For that comment, I
Sabine, you're
just die
bringing-
instantly. Yeah, I'll go.
You hear it click under your feet and
You
you'll see
implode.
it.
Okay, so as soon as you two enter, you smell. Make a perception check, both of you.
7.
14.
14. You don't really pick up anything specifically, other than just like kind of old, stagnant kind of air. Like it's weird. Like there's a transition as you kind of step through the threshold. You, Owain, smell what just smells like very old, dead stuff.
Okay.
It's musty in here, eh?
Yes, this does seem like a bit of a cursed place.
I turn around and look at the door. Is the door still there?
The door is somewhat like broken. Like the bulk of the top section is there, and it's still somewhat attached by the hinges, but there are like kind of massive chunks ripped out of the wood.
Okay. I'll kind of close what's left of the door and like peek out the top broken bit and just be like, we'll be back. I hope.
Take your time.
Quinn sparks up.
You're my two new friends.
As we begin to make our way in, I'll kind of lean over and say, well, it's right. I think I saw Silas pick up a book.
I guess we'll be having words with him when we get back.
I'm in the room with you, right?
I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely in the
Sabine would like to just stealth ahead whilst seeing what there is.
Left
Maybe.
or right?
Oh. Can I check the floor for any tracks?
Sure. You can make an investigation check.
I will check for traps as well as tracks.
I thought you said traps, so yeah. Continue with the investigation.
That is a 19 plus 5, 24.
Yeah. There are no traps, but there are tracks. There seem to be like scuffed footmarks, but very, very old. Like you know when like kind of the soil hardens over time and kind of whatever tracks have been left there, though somewhat kind of eroded, there are still faint signs of them. And there does appear to be a faint bit of light at the end of the right-hand side, and it just is just pitch black down the left. After about 10 feet or so because of the torches.
So left has the old tracks.
It kind of goes up and down.
Oh, okay. The darker way?
It seems like it is that way.
What did you find?
Some old tracks, but both ways. No traps, no. Just good.
I kind of lower my torch and look at the tracks and like nosy up the dirt and just feel it. Not really getting anything from it. It's just
Make a nature check.
nature, you say?
Mm.
4.
That's some dirt right there.
Do you say there was suits of armour?
So there were very old, kind of grown over bits of armour and weapons and tents as you were coming up to this building.
Just at a quick glance, will I just recognise it as something that I'd be familiar with?
You can make a history check.
Okay.
History or religion?
I'll go for religion.
Mm-hmm.
No point. 6.
6. No, a lot of it is so kind of grown over that you can't really make out any specific details on there, unfortunately.
Okay.
And we can't hear anything. Like, there's no like screams.
At the moment, there's no noise.
That's
Other than
not-
like a little bit of wind kind of coming in through where the kind of the light is on the right hand side, and just kind of like blowing through.
Left or right then? Always go left.
Let's
That's
go
worked for us before.
Well, the left is the one with the light at the end, right?
Right is where the light is. Left is where it's dark.
Let's go left.
So let's head left. What I'm going to do is tie if I can, I've got a little bit of rope, is tie the torch onto the end of my halberd
Mm-hmm.
and hold it, like have the halberd ready but have it lit in front of me.
Yeah, I'll give that. That'll give you like another 5 feet of,
Yeah.
because it's a reach weapon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll give you like 15 feet of light.
So I get the opportunity to burn / jab something at the opportunity of it being.
Guys, I'm gonna go invisible now. Just letting you know.
Okay. Just keep whispering near us.
I'll stealth ahead a bit. You know.
Yes. But just use a code word like handsome. Just to
Okay.
let us know that you're nearby.
Done.
I'll know you're talking to me.
Gone invisible. Stealth ahead a few feet.
Go ahead. Make a stealth check with advantage.
That is a 30.
30.
30.
Um,
Wouldn't have been that if it had been the other dice.
so you push on ahead, and after just put that there. Okay. After about 15 feet, you eventually come to a bit more of like an open area. Make a perception check.
14.
14. It appears to be like an eating hall. There are just large tables as you come down a small set of stairs, and directly ahead of you is like a series of like barrels and shelves. That's about it.
And is there a route through that if I press further?
No.
So it's just that room.
It's just that room.
And as they start clinking up behind, does
So
anything
you
change?
Slowly, as you slowly enter, not seeing wherever you are, so you almost get jabbed in the you do kind of cast a bit more light, and yeah, it just seems like a very old. There's lots of cobwebs, dust, thick layers. But now that there is light in here, you can make another perception check. You two can do it as well if you'd like to.
I'll give one of these guys advantage.
Thank you very much.
For me, that is a 13 this time.
17 for me.
17. As the other two are kind of like scanning the room, you do notice that one of the barrels seem to have been shifted, and there's like a blank. There's like fresh movement, as it were.
Okay.
It looks like it's been moved.
Is there any like regalia on the walls or anything like that? Is there anything that kind of gives an impression of who was here?
You could. I'd say with 17, there is like remnants of like old like
Tapestry.
tapestry. Yeah.
Okay. Any specific language on it?
There is a symbol on there, though it's kind of like half missing as it's kind of eroded over time. Make another religion check.
Can I make one?
Yeah, you're proficient, aren't you?
I am. Oh, lovely.
Plus 9 to all of these.
You ain't as that, boy.
15.
22.
22. You not, only being able to see half of it, you're like, that looks familiar, but I'm not 100% sure why. You recognise this to be the symbol of Tritherion, who is the god of liberty and retribution.
An interesting pairing. Seeing that, I'll kind of gulp audibly. But
Make a history check.
Excuse me.
history's okay. Oh, my roll isn't. It's 8.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, see that on the wall. You've seen that there is a barrel that seems to be moved recently.
I'm going to head over to it and just, as I walk over to it, just sort of have another quick glance around.
But if you are heading over to it, it would be more of an investigation check if you're trying to specifically investigate this area, or if you're just looking around.
Yeah, well, okay, let's say I've just gone over to it. I just kind of want to see if any dust is collected in the fresher area, just to try and work out, like, if it's how recently it's been moved, essentially.
Could I mention Tritherion to these two and see if that means anything to them?
What? Him?
Knowing
Yeah.
what it is, but not knowing any significance.
Yeah, if you mention that, you two can both make a history check.
I'm just curious.
It's 18. 17 on the dice.
6.
With 18, you're not the most religious person in the world, but you are somewhat familiar with a war that took place in the Zanik Plains, which is a little bit further north from here, northwest. And there was a war between Tritherion and his followers and the god Raoul, god of peace and reason.
So you know the Zanik Plains, there was a war there and stuff. And
It's what kind of ravaged it, yeah.
yeah, and it was the followers of these guys who fought Rao. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
R-A-O.
I weirdly knew that. I don't know why. I think I read it in the book once.
Yeah.
Been
I
hanging out
knew
with
the-
Quinn too much.
I knew the
I have.
the god, but not his involvement in such a bloodthirsty endeavour. Okay, well, this explains why there's a military outpost.
Yeah. What do we see then in the room? What do we got? Because you got that perception, haven't you?
Yeah, I've just noticed there's a barrel that's been moved.
Oh,
It's
okay.
rather recently. No, but taking me just feel around and investigate.
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation check.
Oh my lord. 7.
7.
Not a bright boy.
Just kind of looking, you kind of look at the barrel itself. Does seem to be moved. There's some more barrels and it seems to be a shelf.
I stand up, I'm just like, it's been moved.
Can I see him perplexed and try it as well?
Sure, you can come over and have a look.
Yeah, before I stand up, I just chin rubbing, pointing at the different marks.
Gets out like set square compass.
Put out these like half moon glasses. That was been moved.
Investigation. 20.
20.
Yeah.
As he's kind of very honed in on this singular barrel, you kind of look about a few meters to the right, and you can see that where that's been moved, there is actually the shelf has come away from the wall a little bit, and there seems to be like a break in the wall itself.
Look back at them. Are they gonna? How big is this hole? Like, are we all gonna fit through it?
The way that it is at the moment, no, but you could pull the.
again, this is just like a voice of God thing because I'm invisible. So I'm just like, could you try and move this shelf that's back here? There's like a gap that goes through.
Roll my shoulders. And, yeah.
Hilt my hammer.
Come
Oh, look at you! Aren't you so strong? Oh, wow. Such a lucky girl.
Prop my flaming halberd up against the wall and crack my knuckles and.
And I'll help.
I mean,
Just the one thing.
it is just a shelf. So I mean, yeah, you can make a strength check.
Trying to make as much of a show of this as possible.
Yeah, make a strength check with advantage.
Yeah, I'll
or...
give you some advantage.
There you
on
go.
that.
Both good. What's my plus for strength? +4. That'll be 18.
And you just kind of like yeet it on the floor.
In doing so, there's like a little rotation and a flick of the hair.
But with that, it echoes
There it
down this passageway, and you do hear the faint "Help!"
There it goes. Oh. Surprise. At least we know in
Grab
the
the
right way.
halberd.
Yeah, let's get to step in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do we see Sabine's footprints in the dust?
I was going to say.
Up ahead.
Can I do a high-speed check trap whilst we're doing it? No, you don't have to let that happen.
No, you can. If you're making your way through a new area, you can make another check for traps.
Okay.
So investigation.
I don't want it to slow us down too much if our what we're trying to save is still alive. It's a 15 plus investigation, right?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting this. Yes, 20 again.
20. So as you're making your way through this first segment, though you don't immediately see any traps, you do see kind of fresh footprints through like some like the rough, ragged rock has kind of been somewhat disturbed as there has been movement through here, and all of the walls itself, they don't look like it's not like carved smooth stone. It's like almost like something's burrowed through or something like that. But this continues for a good kind of 40 feet until eventually it kind of gives way from like kind of slowly declining rock to stairs.
Okay.
So yeah,
Do you want me
we'll
to-
follow
do you
the
want me to
freshest
go ahead?
footprints behind Sabine.
Yeah.
And then when it seems to stop, you're like, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good.
I know. It's weird. Do you want me to go ahead and check?
By all means, yes.
I'll scream if anything happens. Yeah. Would like to go ahead and also check
For traps.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. What are you going to say?
Sorry, I don't know why my
Keep
brain
me
fired
organized.
there. Not hot, but still 17.
17. As you're walking down these steps, which, although they're steps, they're still like carved out of stone, so they're still quite rough and ragged. It's like steps that you find on the side of like a cliff, just kind of people chiseled in. And you do feel a bit of this, one of the stones kind of give a little, and you kind of move your foot off.
I just whisper, hoping you hear it. Guys, this one's bad, this step.
Cool, move
I
back.
don't know why I'm pointing, because none of you can see my fingers.
Shuffle your feet so I can see where in the dust you are.
Just give it a little...
Yeah, you see a little. You see some stones like move along a little bit.
So I'll kind of like just go around to the side slightly, and then just like with like as much of a reach as possible with the end of my halberd, just like tap the step in front with like a cross there.
Yeah. So do you do that on?
The one in front of Sabine.
Oh, yeah. All seems solid.
It seems fine.
Do you mean in front of Sabine, or the one that Sabine was like on?
Yeah, I'll kind of like as I'm there, if I feel her, I'll just be like almost elbowing her.
I see. Yeah. So as you start like going like across from her, some of the floor kind of gives a little.
Okay. So okay, move back if you would.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to spring it?
Yes.
It's tight fit.
Yeah, but like, what if it's like gonna make the whole thing just turn to a slide and we just all die?
And tally ho.
No, we could just not step on it. We just step over it.
That's it. It's an idea.
Yeah. Or I can disarm it. It's up to you. But.
If you feel confident in such a, but I'm quite up for a slide. That sounds fun.
I don't know if I have a disarming kit.
Do you
Thieves' tools,
have?
right?
Yeah, thieves tools.
Oh yes, I've got thieves tools.
Yeah. So I think there's normally sleight of hand.
I would know if it takes a little while, though, wouldn't I? Like to disarm something, generally speaking.
I mean, yeah, can take a little bit of time.
We
Like
can just skip it.
a
We haven't
minute or
really
so.
got time.
Depends on how difficult the
Let
trap
me
is.
go first, and I'll step over it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does any?
Step over the one that's.
Oh, you step over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
You
cool.
carry on.
So just avoid that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Navigate it. I'll go to the front again, and I can.
I
Yeah.
was going to say I would continue down without much of a thought. But cool. Okay.
Yeah, you keep pushing your way down. Nothing seems to happen. And then eventually you come into, after going down these for about 30 feet or so, you come out into a bit of an opening with like a kind of cavern wall on your left hand side. Directly ahead of you what looks like kind of like old kind of pillars and like slightly ajar, big stone doors. And on your right hand side, a large empty kind of mist-filled cavern.
Knowing a little bit about this religion, what's their take on human sacrifice?
They're not really with it or anything like that.
Not for
So
necessarily, but
yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily
it's more of like a kind of like lawful good, a little bit similar to Platinum Dragon, like
Sure.
Platinum Dragon adjacent. Similar ideals, but yeah, not into like necromancy or anything
Good.
like that.
Okay, that's something.
Can we like see what we see?
You can in just a moment. So Quinn, as you have been hanging around for about 5 minutes or so, the gentleman still kind of leant against the wall, kind of catching his breath a little bit, seems less distressed as your presence is here, and Silas just like, could we maybe step inside? It's kind of wet out here.
I know, because the guy wants to stay outside, doesn't he? So I would say
Guy's just like, it's fine, I just wanted to stay here just wanted to make sure if my son came back, I was here. He's not giving birth.
breathe. Me and Silas need a hand.
He's been reasonably healed.
Yeah.
He's shook now, isn't he?
He's still he's like a level 1, he's just been decked in. Almost had his innards hanging out.
It's insides, outsides.
Exactly. It's fine, if you like being soaking wet, that's if that's your thing.
Was it actually raining?
Oh yeah, it's like
Lemon's hiding it? No. Scroll.
Just the thing.
Fixed it.
It's so funny.
yeah, it's pretty heavy rain.
And there's
for
no
at this
trees
point now.
anywhere, no.
Not within the vicinity. Which make a nature check.
Okay. 6.
Yeah, no trees nearby.
Nothing odd about that.
Nope.
Nothing odd
Totally
whatsoever.
normal. Totally normal.
I mean, there's a building here. Of course there's no trees.
Quinn's a city boy. He doesn't know about being all rough and ready on the outside. Is there like in this building? Is there like an entryway, like a porch area, like somewhere?
It's pretty
Maybe
much
a lean-to.
the somewhat shattered door, and then just into the building.
Fine, everybody go in. I'm like a school trip now. Everybody go in.
Oh yay! And you see
Now make
that
sure you two buddy up.
he does actually go down to like get the gentleman on his shoulder and kind of helps him into the building.
Yep, that's it.
We just
Good lad.
do we go left or right?
We stay inside out the rain.
We're just standing here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's dry.
The thought crosses my mind to shout and find them, but then I know that Sabine especially likes to be stealthy, so I don't want to blow their cover. So that is my logic. We'll just stay here. If they need us, they'll find us.
Okay. Perception check from yourself, good sir.
Yeah, baby! Ooh! 17 plus 9.
17 plus 9. Okay, so as you enter this area, kind of getting, I'd say you two are kind of a little bit more closer to where this entryway opens out. You, being invisible, make your way into the area, and so first of all, last time you saw something of this kind of consistency, this kind of like mist and openness, last time you saw this was back at fuck, I need to look up my notes. The dragon that you fought.
Okay. Shit. Well, like in one of those various kind of like different challenges.
It was no. So the main entryway where he was, Pelagus's like study.
Yeah.
It was on an island, and surrounding it was a mist and kind of like crystalline like glow to it, similar to what is here now. So either it's connected somehow, or it's just a weird kind of coincidence.
Neither of them were with me, were they?
Nope.
Fucking
Nope.
hell.
You also kind of ever so slightly, because it kind of goes out a little bit of a distance, but you see faint crystal like sprouts just every now and again, which the last time you saw anything that looked like these was at Luxem. Much smaller, but a similar coloration to it.
They kind of at the door and just like,
Sabine. Sabine.
Yeah. Makes the way back, so we're no long distance whispering. I see, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see some stuff here. Last time I saw, it's kind of like pointing. Again, you can't see where she's pointing. She is doing that though. Almost like.
I can get you two to make stealth checks for me, please.
The last time I saw this kind of stuff, there was a dragon involved. But it was actually a wizard who was a dragon, so yeah, it's like a thing.
13.
9.
And then
Big shoulders.
those crystals that I can see in there are also something that aren't good either. This is all very bad.
Okay.
So just be on your guard.
I about face and begin walking back up the stairs.
That's good, because as you turn and start making your way back up the stairs, you still kind of looking over wherever Sabine's shoulder would be. You just make out, just kind of creeping up from the mist, looks like a pale woman slowly just floating upwards, kind of just looking in your general direction.
Do I see it? Just.
Well, I mean, you were looking at them, like,
Yeah, of
towards
course,
the tunnel,
you
so you just happened, like, you've already started to turn and walk
Oh, yeah.
up the stairs. You just happened to see this.
I just sort of, I'm just going to stand there and stare at it and just see how it plays out.
Okay. You
As
stand there.
As I'm walking up the stairs, I'm just like, I think we need Quinn.
I could message him.
And I'll stop and be like, that works too.
Let me just.
I've still got the sending stone, so.
Quinn's been sitting with a smug grin on his face the whole time because he knows you guys are going to Quinn at some point. He's just waiting for the call. He's just like flicking that sending stone between his like a card to his fingers, like just waiting for it to the buzz.
Finish me, but I'll be back.
Inadvertently like triggering it and be like, yeah, they're gonna call me in now.
You're a bunch of fucking idiots.
As this pale figure rises, as you kind of stand there and just stare, she slowly looks at you.
Well, I'm
and
imagining it's the ghost from Muppets Christmas Carol.
She kind of like brings her fingers kind of up through the air slightly, and you see 2 more like pale girls raise up next to her.
Sabine, can you see what's happening?
Where am I looking? Turns around back into the room.
Yep, and you just see them just at the foot of the mist where you were, where you're kind of like looking to get a better look at the crystals, just kind of rising out of the mist.
What distance is the lead one, or the one in the middle of the 2 of them, I guess?
Probably only about 20 feet away from you.
Do they look
It's not a massive kind of area. Like the actual ground itself, from wall to where the edge is probably about 40 feet.
Okay, she's gonna take a shot with a chromatic bolt then, because
Why
she wouldn't know what else to do. It's fucking ghosts or some shit.
do they look familiar? Do they look similar? Do they look familiar?
I mean, make a, I don't know, just make a perception check.
Okay.
I would imagine you would start to hear the crossbow loading.
You said you were going to attack.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Roll to attack.
Perception.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You've never seen them before.
You've never seen Sayane, no. So
To shoot you a god in the head.
Wait.
It's done, mate.
Yeah, I'd like to think I just miss.
So it's a 22 for the shot, and it will be a chromatic bolt.
22 hits. Are you aiming at the main one or the 2 girls?
The main one.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know that was
Okay.
the first one that was there, but is that one that's in the middle and would
Yeah.
be directly opposite me? So that's the one I would go for. Yeah. Right. Let me just do it. So it will be chromatic bolt. So we'll roll that first of all, just to get that out of the bell. So it's a. It'll be acid damage.
Okay.
And it's 5 points of acid plus 6 points, and then I guess it'll be sneak attack.
It was aware someone was there, but
I was invisible, so it wouldn't be assassinate. That wouldn't come across.
yeah, it wouldn't be assassinate.
If you're attacking from invisible, you have advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, because they can't see you. I think it was just melee attacks. I think it's all attacks.
I would have judged it as all attacks. But
I'm
not
just
really,
double-
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Attack rolls and the creature's attacks have advantage.
Cool. There you
That
go.
means you do not attack.
8, 5.
Snap a dick.
So add these up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 19 points of damage.
Including the acid.
Yeah, 5 points of acid. So
19 altogether.
19 altogether.
Okay.
Still called Quinn.
Okay. So. So
the
you
architecture.
fire that off,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of makes contact and kind of starts to glide through it.
Spooky!
Spooky, scary.
She's good.
She then looks at you. Could I get you're outside of it. Could I get you both to make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Are they within 10 feet of me?
Nope.
Otherwise you'd be making a save as well, I think. So,
Yeah.
19.
19.
That's a hot 9.
Okay. You take. Sorry. I didn't think it was going to go down like this. Let me move over there. Let's use that fancy door. Okay, didn't roll too well. You take 7 points of psychic damage. You drop to 0.
0 health.
Yep. As for you, you hear this woman scream at you, and Sabine comes out of invisibility and just collapses on the floor.
Jesus Christ. Spectre, we mean you no harm.
You got to roll initiative, boy.
Do I roll as well?
Yeah, you roll as well.
Do you have to
You roll as well
Oh, okay.
Good shout.
for death saves.
Oh
I
yeah.
also have destroyed.
It's a natural 20
13.
It's a 9.
on first death save.
No, so that's
Initiative.
you
You're
go
rolling
first
initiative.
in initiative.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So let me
So that should be 23. Sorry.
right. Okay, let me roll theirs.
Well.
Very nice chairs in this little foyer that I'm in. So nice, comfortable little sit down. Like a little coffee
Literally
machine.
every time they went deep, I was like, oh god, no.
Little Nespresso machine.
There's probably some reading material down the other way that you can go. Probably saying,
like a
there's
lounge.
ghosts downstairs.
An airport lounge over there. The three of us are just going to...
Let's just do
The little Weatherspoons. Have a
gold.
You know they have a different carpet in every Weatherspoon in the country. Different pattern. Fun fact for you.
You're crazy for this one.
Whilst I'm
Huts.
dead, I'm going to keep finding you more facts.
They all be Weatherspoon facts.
Yes. Yeah.
What is the average portion of chips in Weatherspoons?
Right,
This is
so
face to face.
I know.
25 to 20 is Sabine.
23 for me.
Okay, 15 to 20.
No.
Okay. 10 to 15.
13.
Okay.
Wizard Arcane Recovery. I'm pretty much what to draw. I think I've used one spell.
I should have fucking slept.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got all apart from 1/4 level.
What did you roll?
9.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's good.
She's good.
Okay, so let's roll your advantage. Your initiative anyway,
Okay.
just in case.
9.
9. Okay. Who's got the better dexterity between Owain and Quinn?
+1.
+1.
Roll these.
Score?
Roll a d20.
Roll. Baby.
17.
16.
Quinn goes first.
Yeah!
When he's
Beating
in.
Owain again.
Okay, right. So
Imagine I would have heard that wail.
yes, so you hear it, but you don't.
Not affected by it.
You're like, oh, that's some scary shit right there.
Oh.
That sounds spooky.
Alright.
And let me just find. Okay, so top of the initiative. Sabine, roll a death save.
God.
Fucking hell.
18.
18, that's one success. Okay, so one of the ghosty girls, they are going to float on over.
Ghosty girl.
Ghosty girls. Play girls.
Sad ghost. Just trying to find something a little bit more appropriate. That's better. Why is it so far down? Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, no, it could get to you. So, one of the ghost girls, as you say about the spectre backing off,
I really mean it.
she flies directly at you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
16.
16. You feel the ghost attempt to penetrate your body. But you manage to kind of hold onto your symbol, and like a faint blue glow kind of pulses a little bit, and it kind of floats back off of you, but just kind of floats just above Sabine's corpse.
Pearl of sin and compels you, bitch.
So, okay, that is all that ghost can do. Ulysses, it's your turn.
Having heard that scream, I'm going to let out a shout of my own. Just back up the hallway, just very pointed, quick! And then head on in.
Yep.
See Sabine on the ground. See some ghosties. I drop my halberd and withdraw my great sword and rush up on the one that's over Sabine's body.
Yep.
And I'll let out my first of 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that hits. That's an 18 plus 9.
18 plus 9. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hits.
Beautiful. So I'm going to use what little spells I have. Pump a Divine Smite, which will get an extra d6 because it's undead. So it's 2d8. Sorry, 2d8. Extra radiant damage, plus 1 for damage, plus 1d8 against undead. So it's those 2 there, plus 2d6. So the 2d6, that's 6. So that's 16
Mm-hmm.
on the first hit. Oh no, 21 on the first hit.
Is that, what type of damage is that?
That's slashing with a magical weapon and radiant.
Okay, cool. So, 16 did you say?
Yeah, sorry, 21.
21.
Yeah,
21.
Get the plus 5.
21.
So that's my first attack. Second attack, try the same. I imagine a 12 does not hit.
12 hits.
12 hits?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pump another Divine Smite in, just because I've got to try and put it down. No, wait. Oh, better. So that is 4, 10, 13, 14. That's 18 plus 5 is 23. Yeah. Second hit.
Mm-hmm.
As I hit the second time, I will not back up at all, but I will make sure I'm within 10 feet of Owen.
You two are like right next to each other at the mouth of this entryway, and then like Sabine is at your feet.
Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of standing over Sabine's corpse, like, don't you fucking dare. And I'll kind of look back to Owen and be like, we have this. You feel from that, there's a couple of cool things. So you've got +4 to any saves,
Amazing.
but you also have Aura of Courage, which means you can't be frightened.
Oh, nice.
Sue!
I believe that's my turn. I don't think I've got any bonus actions. Yeah, just
Tracking something. Okay.
actually,
Mhm.
so one last thing, I'll do my Channel Divinity, which is Inspiring Smite. Distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. So it's 2d8 plus 10. So I'm going to do 2d8, which is 5 plus 10. And I'm going to get Sabina.
Do temporary hit points get you up from death saves?
That is an edge.
Time to
Where's the brain tank or whatever it is? Get the DM's brain tank
Brain
out.
tank going. Get him in. With that brain pattern as well. Get him on.
Wait, what's this?
I'll just pen him a quick DM.
if they can, if the ruling is yes, then I'll give Sabine all 15.
Yeah.
Doesn't restore you.
Unfortunately, not.
No? Okay, in that
So
case,
it's like
a-
it would
they're
go
like a
on
shield
to
buffer.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not actual health. They're like a buffer
Sure.
of health.
In that
Me and
case-
Patton spoke about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not in the cards.
So
Yeah.
when she comes up, she'll have 5 temporary hit points, and we've got 5 temporary hit points each as well.
No,
Oh,
Stunning.
amazing.
Thank you,
Not
sure.
much, but it's a little bit of a buffer.
I'll just roll it. Thank you, my sweet. Hey, what there,
I've
my
got to give it a
sweet.
try.
Because she dead. She's dead.
Not yet.
Just do it.
Not yet, she's unconscious.
Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well.
So you know you're dead-eyed swell.
Okay.
And at the end of my round, if I may, I'll shout one more time.
That's a trick step.
I don't know if it echoes up.
Yeah, whole little.
Oh,
Quinn comes down.
I didn't say that.
he didn't know about it.
How about what?
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. So it's the.
Oh, the trick step. Yeah. Stomp, 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 stomp.
I'm going to be
I can't see you boys.
uncharacteristically
Quinn's unconscious body just slides down the stairs. Oh, he's here.
piles on top of Sabine.
Fuck.
Okay. It's the Banshee's turn. She is going to float on over to Hugh. And she's going to attempt to reach in and grab a hold of your heart. So,
Is that the Matrix?
is that real?
Banshees.
That was a little bit too loud. So she's going to attempt to make a melee spell attack against you. She will have advantage, and if she hits, it's a crit, which will knock you down by 2 death saves. Oh! She's only got a massive amount of. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
It is 2 death saves.
The one I hit, their speed's reduced by 10.
Yep.
Because I've got slasher.
Slasher. Catch me later.
And that is the end of the Banshee's turn. It is now the other ghost's turn.
Piss off, ghost.
It's off, ghost.
So I'm having to roll between the two.
Oh, they were. Ah, Polynesian spa.
That's what all this mist is.
You're going to find them in the last room. He's just going to be sitting there licking his lips there.
Come on, Dave, let's try something new.
The other ghost is going to float about 20 feet towards you and just look at both of you two. I need you both to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, yeah. Thank you.
You've got to roll real low.
18 plus 9.
Yep. He's good. Fine.
14 plus 8 plus 4. 26. Thank you, Tamara.
Perfect. You see the little girl's face morph into like a rotting, decayed skull.
Can't be frightened, it's fine.
But you two are made of tougher stuff.
Yeah. My presence is
different.
enough to...
Well,
I fight my demons every day.
okay, that is the end of that ghost turn. Quinn.
Oh.
I'm not going to make you roll for it because that would be really harsh if you did manage to roll super low. You just hear the sounds of kind of echoing through the halls.
the two of them, within about 6 seconds.
Well, this sounds like your friends really need your help.
You two stay here and look after each other. I'll
Sure thing.
Be right back. Silas, you'll die if you run away, because one of these guys will kill you.
Of course.
Don't be scared, other man. BRB.
Right, okay.
Trot down the hallway at that's like a light jog. It's like when you cross the road and the lights are changing. That's
So, no arms. Double move there, yeah, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah. So, it'll probably take you another turn before you get there.
Alright.
Okay. Owen,
Hey.
your turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to kneel down, muttering sweet prayers to my beloved goddess and cast Spare the Dying on Sabine.
Okay. So you are. You don't have to roll death saves anymore.
Stabilize.
Yep.
Come up.
Okay.
1 or 0.
0.
Yeah.
0 with 5 temporary.
might help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless this thing hits you again.
You'll lose those 5 temporary. Go back to unconscious.
Just.
Does that reset death saves?
That's what I was just looking up.
I think if you get
Stabilized. Oh yeah.
Oh, kettlefish.
It just says the creature becomes stable. I would assume that resets.
you keep playing, I'll find it.
Cool. Perfect. Thank
I'll
you.
keep them locked
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'll cast Mass Healing Word on.
So, just so you're aware, if you cast Mass Healing Word, you don't have to cast Spare the Dying, because Mass Healing Word would heal Sabine and just bring her back up.
Ooh!
You would better.
Well, it doesn't, Spare the Dying doesn't cost anything, so I'm not losing anything by casting.
Action economy.
Cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've lost your action.
Right.
If you have a frame or something.
It
Yeah,
costs
well-
a lot.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Spaghetti. Spare the Dying. I'll cast Mass Healing Word
Okay, there you go.
as my bonus action first.
Okay.
So you and
He's not there.
within
is he
range,
not visible?
yeah.
Okay,
But yes,
and
your
myself.
saves reset.
Okay, cool.
We
Thank you.
all pick up 6 points,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
and then for my action, I will again just address the gods and cast. Sorry, not cast. Use my channel divinity to turn undead.
Lovely
Away
stuff.
from me.
Get
Move
some off
from me.
face.
What are they aiming for?
Wisdom saving throw of 16.
16. So, Banshee.
Shut up.
I don't think it's going to make it. Nope.
No?
Banshee. Turn.
Turn up.
Ghost
She got
1. Turn. Ghost other 1. What's the distance on it? It's pretty far.
30 feet.
Also does not make it. So they are all
Nice.
frightened and
Turned away. They're just they're moving away. Yeah.
move away.
And then I'll just call out if they do start turning and moving. I'll say to these two, the ones moving away from us won't attack you if you hit them. If you don't hit them, don't attack the ones moving away.
Just don't do it.
Goblet of fire.
He said calmly.
Bless up. Praise be. Praise be.
Oh, my hand's very sweaty.
Bonus.
Sorry. The pressure
There are no words.
The candelabra.
Oh yeah, you've just won that point.
Yeah.
If they fail, sorry, they will die
If they're a challenge rating
of whatever isn't
What level
up
are
to
we?
snuff.
10.
We're level 10.
Then 1 or lower.
I think the phrasing is they actually explode.
They instantly destroyed.
I like to think of destroy as
they
explode.
are all three of them are above that, but they
CR 1.1.
begin like, but they begin kind of floating away back towards the mist.
Oh, so all three of them are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only 2.
It was like an 8, 7, and 2.
Oh,
so.
well, fucking
like-
scrubs.
Oh no! Stop it, please.
Okay,
Please do.
I'll go.
So as they start floating away, you come back.
What the fuck?
However, Quinn,
Oh yeah?
could I get you to make a Constitution saving throw? As you're running down these stairs, you feel something depress, and you suddenly hear a loud.
Turn the sprinters on.
Chronal shift.
I'm looking at my reactions.
Chronal shift doesn't hear him. Decides to not come.
Okay, so I can chronal shift myself, firstly.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, fine. It's only chronal shift is everything. Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yes, please. Aiming for 12.
That's a juicy 20, baby.
So as you're
It's a 22 in total.
running down these stairs, you feel the stone shift, and suddenly the whole area around you is suddenly filled with a kind of noxious-looking green gas. But you somehow, as you're like puffing and panting, you just think naturally to go. And just like you just manage to like expel it from your lungs.
Gas, be gone!
Just keep pushing forwards
My friends need me.
unimpeded.
The power of friendship is really what is pushing me
There
through.
it is.
Exactly.
We should all draw a smiley face on our hands.
Put it in the middle.
Yeah.
And you eventually you manage to get down and just see Sabine kind of.
She started to crawl back towards the stairs.
So you're literally all three of you are right at this like 5 foot wide entryway, just bundled up.
How did
towards each
you
other.
get through the trap? I barely made it through myself. You okay?
No!
And you can just see them like disappearing down back into the mist.
Never again. Never again. No.
Is there a discernible exit out of this area?
Other than the one with the pillars on either side of it and like the slightly ajar stone doors, that's it.
I'm going to book it to that stone door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you quickly make your way over, and as you do, as you're kind of coming closer to it, you can hear what sounds like a child's voice shout, "Help!"
And I'll bust through that door.
Bust through that door.
Yeah.
It is slightly
Don't
ajar, but just get you make a strength check. It's like a
feel good.
DC of 5.
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
And I've got +4.
Yeah, so you're fine.
A little bit of a stumble.
So you get up to it, and you know when you're opening like a fire hazard door, there's immediately like resistance to it, but you start pushing it open, just and it just kind of slowly opens up and echoes throughout this hall. You got your halberd back up.
I didn't pick it up, no.
Okay, it's pitch black.
Okay. I will stand at the door, sword in one hand, and just say, "Can someone grab my torch?"
Torch.
But shut behind me. But I'm still echoing. Sword at the ready.
Guess torch, and I'll help Sabina.
Yeah.
Wait, where is the torch?
It is like on the floor, tied to his halberd. Just so you're not many hit points. So if you Do anything to remedy that?
Okay, well you help Sabine up, then I'll get the torch. I can see why I was called.
How are our two friends up there?
Hopefully they'll be keeping themselves company. I won't do anything untoward. I think they'll be fine.
Go up and find kissing.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
I'll bring over your torch. But I'm like, it's well heavy for me.
I'll give you a second level cure wounds.
Thank you.
13.
Unlucky for some. Lucky in my case. Thank you.
Wasn't lucky enough earlier.
No! I'm going to take a bonus action second wind or whatever it is to just to give myself a little bit of extra something.
I've had Ulysses' thing with my dark vision. Do I see into the chamber? But it's now lit 30.
Yeah, with
anyway,
you
so
kind of entering in, compared to what you have just come through, this is almost immaculate kind of stonework. Very well crafted. There appears to be like a rug on the floor, though it's kind of somewhat decayed and kind of starting to like eat away at the edges just from age.
Just purely out of like paranoia, I'm gonna drag the torch across the surface of the rug.
Wise, this place is indeed trapped.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Just kind of frays a little bit, and you get the smell of like burning like a cloth now.
I'm safe and sorry.
So it's just a nice looking ring.
Hall.
Any
What?
iconography of this religion?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, nothing fair. 15.
15. Not particularly. There is just like kind of random bits of like there are a spattering of crates every now and again, but no iconography.
Okay.
Is there any reason why we're down here fighting ghosts?
Did you not hear the young girl crying out for help? The man upstairs saying his wife and child were...
Oh, that was a young girl crying for me, was it?
Oh.
Yes, I did actually.
Bite his bottom lip and like swallow.
But
Not
no.
that.
Then no, I didn't hear anything else. No.
There's clearly a child calling for aid, and the man upstairs said his family were in danger. So, although, did he say it was his son that ran
I
off?
believe so.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wife and son.
Yeah, it was son.
Young boy, anyway. Could be
Could be,
prepubescent. Little boy! I shout into the darkness.
little boy, little boy.
You just hear it.
Did the little boy sound like that?
He's got an eye
I'll
of
just
lung.
like gently place a hand on Quinn's chest and like push backwards. I can't really hold both weapons, sadly.
I'll hold the torch. Take it off. Take it off.
Yeah,
But I'll hold it for you.
pop it off the halberd and give it to Quinn. Stone the halberd and have my sword at the ready.
We know.
Wait a beat and
We're
Yeah,
still
nothing
back in
You're
the
just curing this
Okay.
at the
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, okay. Should.
I don't want to go up front again. I don't like that.
You can stay behind me, Sabine.
Thank you.
It is the duty of the Saldarin Pantheon to keep people safe and in good health.
Quickest you can, boys.
Thank you.
And girls.
Cool, yeah, we catch up.
You see Quinn holding the torch like his dad's under the bonnet of the car. Not there, Quinn.
It just keeps getting shouted at.
It's not filtered.
Screwdriver. That's a wrench.
So Quinn and Ulysses at the front, and then bringing up the rear, Owain and Sabine.
Yeah.
So you keep pushing forwards. After about another 40 feet or so, you come to a T-section. Cross-section. Path continues on. Bit to your right, bit to your left.
Are there any like loose stones knocking about?
There's some like little bits of like wood, splintered wood that you could probably pick up from one of the
pick
nearby
up
crates.
one, light it with the torch and lob it down to the left.
Mm-hmm. So as you lob it down to the left, make a just strength,
Dirty 20.
Day 20. You lob it, and it goes for about 30, 35 feet, and as it lands, you can see a body on the floor.
Oh,
Does it stir at all?
No.
Okay. I will approach.
You start to approach, and as you get closer, you can see that just on the edge of the light, there does appear to be a slightly open door, and it appears to be a woman on the floor.
It would have been great to have gotten a description of this man's wife.
He rushed us in here, so I don't blame myself. I never do.
I will kind of crouch down slightly. Is the body laying face up, face down?
It kind of like looking up, but the face is like turned to the side.
I will reach out to the chin and try and turn the face.
You turn the face over, and it is horribly disfigured, like the life has been sucked out of her. Like the eyes are kind of like sunken inwards. The mouth is like elongated and like kind of very dark and pale.
It's not bad. Wow. Okay.
You hear a movement from beyond the door,
Okay.
just like wood moving.
I will hoist the body up onto my shoulder and, like, fairly expediently, like, go back to the group and kind of lean it against one of the walls.
Yep.
Like, sit it down.
Whilst the three of you have been in this little intersection, and get you all to make a perception check for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
11.
10, 11.
6.
Cool. You eventually make your way back.
This poor woman may be the woman we have been searching for. The boy's nowhere to be seen, though. There is a door with something behind it.
We should at least find a fate of the boy. The boy.
Well, at least we've heard him make a sound. We should at least confirm that isn't mimicry to lure us down here.
Well, no time like the present, eh?
Spin's just shook, by the way. She's just like completely deadpan expression, just like not engaging at all. She's like fucked up like that still.
How much HP have you got?
Oh, she's fine, but like in here, she's just like, oh, I just dropped. So she's like, yeah, you guys.
Mom!
Yeah, that's for you guys. I'll be there. But
That is coming from the path directly ahead of you.
As in the way that.
No, so
The other way.
Yeah, as you were coming down, you got the path on the right.
Yeah.
The path on the left is where you heard a noise
Yeah.
from behind a slightly ajar door.
So the path on the right is Oh, well then.
The path on the right
go
is-
that way.
Who knows? Yeah. May I have the torch for a moment? And I'll kick one of the crates. Take a splinter and light that, and then lob that down the right side.
Another strength.
Not brilliant, but that is 7.
7. This one only goes about 10 feet or so, but it does still emit a light for another 10 feet. This is a shorter hallway, and there just appears to be a set of double doors.
Okay.
And that's where we heard the.
No,
That
the
was-
noise that you heard was directly
where we
ahead
saw
of you.
where we found the body of the.
And I'll,
No, so to the left, as you were coming down this hallway, to the left was where Ulysses found the body. To the right is where this set of double doors is, and directly ahead of you is where you heard the sound of the child.
Excuse me.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we have a choice of 3 doors. One that has certainly something behind it. One that has a child's voice behind it, and one's a double door that has God knows what.
We came in here to find the boy, so that.
I think that should
Yeah,
inform the
we'll carry
decision.
on. Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but I feel like whatever's down the left, it's better for us to deal with it now before we move forward, on the basis that if we move forward and we're pinned in, it's going to be harder to make a retreat if necessary.
How long are these corridors? How long are these corridors in footage?
So the one on the left was about, because it went on about 50 feet.
Okay.
The one on the right is only about
And
20
the
feet.
centre?
Oh, the one in the centre, it just goes on.
Oh, and that's what. Whoa.
Yeah.
For the benefit of the listeners,
Just talk amongst yourselves.
I was going to do some greater invisibility reconnaissance, but if I have to walk half an hour in one direction and come back again. So, in which case, so be it. That would be. But we can deal with the shuffling behind. I'm sure you guys have definitely dealt with whatever it was before.
Well,
so.
All credit to Elaine.
Might be.
It's,
Oh really?
yeah,
Just because you're
use some divine magic to shoo the ghosts away.
Do you have more of those?
guys,
I have.
there's a rat. It's going towards the right way.
Rats flee from danger.
Yeah.
Do they?
You
Yeah.
should you should follow
Where
rats
it
to
comes
safety.
make a nature check.
Where did
No,
it
the
come
horse
from?
told me.
Which direction did it come from? So I just saw it. It just was there.
You
It
need
just
this information. Listen to me. Obey.
it just was there.
Spy on the inside. It's a 1. Day 1.
So, rats are
Animals.
intricate creatures, and nobody can really say how their mind works.
A lot of
moving parts.
Yeah, you got a lot of things going on.
It's just an
Lot of
old
irons in
wives'
the
tale
fire.
we used to say at the temple.
Well, either way, it's going to the right. Just that you want to know. Collapses. Quirrell style.
Okay, shall we follow it?
I don't know. It's going that way. Maybe.
Okay, well let's see what the rat knows.
To the right.
Listen, you
To the
how far can you shoot?
Depends what I'm shooting. But 30 feet with a crossbow.
So we stay 25 feet back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine by me.
Although perhaps we don't know what's behind us if we're going right, so maybe stay in the middle.
Yeah. That sounds even
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Oh, keep eyes at the back.
So that sounds good. To the right, and we'll move forward up to the door. And before opening it, I'd like to listen, see if there's anything.
Sure. Make a perception check.
What the boy is dying? Maybe the boy's the
No.
rat.
4.
4.
That's it.
You kind of put your ear up to it. Don't hear anything. Though, what you just by being in close proximity to it, you can see that the it's heavily locked, and there does appear to be like where like some of the metal hinges kind of meet the wall. It almost looks like it's been like fused or melted. Like an extreme heat has affected it.
Huh. Do you see that with the joists and the stuff? That's not. There's.
Like something's been burnt in here.
Well, I dare say
Or sealed shut.
incinerated.
Mm.
Potentially sealed shut, yes, but this is a This is melted shut.
Should I check the door?
What was the material? Sorry, that had been.
So the actual metal hinges that have attached the doors to the walls seem to have like fused and like melted to the wall itself.
Can I make an intelligence check to work out if that would have been hot enough to like destroy a body?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
based on the melting point of metal. 20, dirty 20.
Day 20. Yeah, it would have been like an extreme amount of heat, though the amount could have just created like a solidified corpse, or it could have left ashes. It depends on how quickly it burnt. Or
Okay. Well, whatever was near this door has been.
Moving the torch around, are there any like scorch marks on the walls or anything like that?
not on this side.
Huh. That's some comfort. So whatever's behind that is what did this. Perhaps we don't go that way.
Yeah, just
Is
saw
the
a
rat
rat.
just like at the end of the corridor?
Oh yeah, where's the rat?
There is a
But chill.
small, like, kind of breakage on the bottom corner, and could have gone through that.
I know what's about.
What the fuck?
Who's the smallest of us? Not suggesting you could fit through, but you see through.
Yeah,
Can you see through the hole?
I can have a look.
If you wouldn't mind.
I'll try and have a look through the hole.
Okay. Well, make a perception check with disadvantage.
It's been smaller than Quinn. No, because
Quinn's shredded.
yeah, but like Quinn's little skinny baby boy,
Quinn's
whereas Sabine's like athletic and thick.
Disadvantage.
Quinn's been shredded and is less tired.
Double sevens.
One
So
piece of
that's
noodle
16.
through.
So I've got a 9.
16, as you kind of like essentially place your face sideways on the stone floor, incredibly cold immediately. As you kind of look through, you can't really see too much, though you do see the rat just kind of scamper past. And then kind of like do a circle and then go off.
I don't see anything else in that room.
There's no light in there.
Yeah. Well, the rat was in there, and now it's gone.
I'd say the only thing you do see is like a little bit of like almost like soot just on the floor.
Yeah, something definitely got incinerated in there. It's like soot and shit.
There won't be much left, that's all I can tell you, based on that.
Okay, well perhaps there's another way round there, or perhaps we don't need to go in there, if that's the fate of
I just
whatever.
saw a rat. I don't know what's going on. Jeez, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you just need some fresh air, Sabine,
Yeah.
I think.
Perhaps,
Yeah, maybe.
perhaps we should make a bit of haste, just for the sake of this
Always
alleged
nice.
child. I think we go left and then we go north.
So to the door you went to first.
Yeah, again, my biggest fear is that whatever is in there pursues us.
Post haste.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so we'll make our way towards it, get close to the door and gently push.
Slowly open it up, and you got the light.
Quinn behind me does, yeah.
Okay, kind of bring that over.
Boom pole.
Boom pole over Ulysses' head, and it kind of spreads a little bit of light in there. Make a perception check for me.
That's the crackling of the torch.
That's different.
I keep on checking, I know it's plus
Bit
0.
phony.
18?
18. Just in like the 10 feet or so of light, kind of like little kind of fringes. On your left-hand side, you can see what look like kind of somewhat decayed beds, but they seem to have like straps, like leather harnesses on the bottom and the top. There's a couple of those. On the right-hand side, appear to be like just a little bit of glimmer off of them, like manacles, kind of like instruments of some sort. And then directly ahead of you, you have to venture in a little bit more to kind of see the furthest side of the wall.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll push the door wide open. Ready my sword. Say, we have you surrounded.
Okay. As you say that, there's a little bit of movement. Now that your like eyes have somewhat adjusted, you just see someone like slightly hooded, just kind of turn around and look at you, Quinn. How far back are you two?
I was behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's about,
because he was at the back. You were in the middle, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We maintained
Oh, no,
our marching
yeah,
order
yeah,
before,
yeah,
and
true.
we said you were going to be about 20 foot back, just to,
Yeah.
so maybe 20, 25.
2025.
Does it?
Okay.
Does it look like
Oh.
that?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You just see this hooded individual kind of turn around, and a very long, like, empty mouth and these empty sockets kind of slowly step forward a little bit. Could I get both you and Quinn to make Constitution saving throws for me?
+4. 12.
16.
Okay. You are okay.
Hey.
Okay. You, luckily, are you immune to frighten?
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, nothing happens to you as you feel everything disappear from your mind, and just darkness falls on both of you. But you manage to kind of like stumble back a little bit, almost like you're pulling out of like a connection between you and this creature. Get you all to roll initiative for me.
Oh, baby!
As soon as you just passed the woman's face, I was like, fuck. This is better.
Oi, oi, oi.
This thing's not a joke.
Let me just roll.
You did it with 3 men before. That's fine. You do it before now.
Okay.
Yep.
So 25 to 20?
21.
21.
21. Not me. Oh, I was just joining in. Sorry, everybody.
He's my hype man.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 to 20?
19.
19.
18, baby!
And Owain?
8. All about the
Okay.
initiative today.
Healer at the back, it's
Tried and tested formula.
Okay, so at the top, Quinn, it's your turn.
Do I see this creature, this hooded creature still, or is he now engulfed?
Yeah, it's kind of shuffled forwards a little bit so that there's a faint bit of light kind of lighting up the front of it, but you still can't quite see what's behind him.
Can I see the facial features under the hood?
You can.
And am I safe to assume that this guy has acted aggressively towards us?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. No holds barred, in which case...
see that.
Oh, that's horrible. Then yeah, absolutely I want to destroy that thing.
Fuck.
As you've started your turn
Yeah.
and you're looking at it, could I get you to make another Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
+4.
Yeah, that was 14.
Just make it. Once again, you feel everything, your very essence, almost like being drained from you, but you manage to shake it off.
Just not anyone within 10 feet of me is also immune to fear.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna stand next to you.
Okay, cool.
How close is this thing?
I'd say it's like about 15, 20 feet.
15 foot. I'm gonna burning hands into the room.
Okay.
This thing's son of a bitch. The Kanye at the album launch.
What is that, dexterity?
Dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Natural 18 for
Only just.
for 21.
Oh. I'm a bit more than just. But whatever, man.
So it takes half.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find that for you now. 17 halved.
What level was that?
It's second.
Okay,
for
so
46
17 half.
fire damage.
Okay, as you kind of like unleash this torrent of fire, it lights up the room a little bit more, and you can see there's more like ancient, like long rusted, and like there seems to be like a coating of some dark material on hooks, kind of like these weird like tongs that have like four like hooks coming out of them, and there does appear to be a table full of bottles, potions, liquids, all smattering of things behind this creature. Doesn't do as much damage as you would have thought it would have.
That's what I was
Kind of like
scared.
the flames lick at its skin, but it's like it doesn't really.
It's like it's been doused in something. Yeah. Then I will move to maybe like 10 foot back, so 10 foot, and then also 10 foot, so in between these two.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
And just if they haven't seen an explosion of light, I'll be like, "There's something up there."
So just so you're aware, this is
Yeah.
about 10 feet wide. This corridor. Just
Oh,
so
I mean, linear. It doesn't have one in a straight line.
just from like
yeah.
like a combat perspective.
So I
But
just say up front there is an antagonistic creature that wishes to do us ill.
Ulysses, it is your turn.
I will avert my gaze
Mm-hmm.
to begin with, and then kind of looking down at where its feet are, I will turn my blade and move forward and thrust in its direction.
Go ahead, roll with disadvantage.
Cool. 12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Misses. Second attack, I'll strike again. I'll try and move around to the back of it
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, like shuffle around so I can look up a bit more and see it without looking at its face.
Yep.
Do I still roll disadvantage?
Nah.
That's much better. That would be 25.
Yes, that hits.
Lovely jubbly. Let's throw some things at this guy because he's doing my nutting.
He's a bad
Don't
boy.
like him. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Is this an undead creature?
It is indeed.
Fantastic stuff. Divine Smite. So 2d8. That's one extra because it's undead. My spell slot. Second level, my final spell slot. Can I have another d8, please? Can I have a d8?
Yes, of course.
Oh, never mind. Two worries. So that was 6, 7, 8, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. And then 2. 21, 22, 23. 28 damage.
28 damage. And that's still radiant, yeah?
Partially radiant, partially slashing, but with a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes a difference. I think it was like 20. It was mostly radiant.
Yeah, that's fine. So you, again, as you kind of like shuffle around it, kind of just staring at the back of this thing, you kind of carve into it, and again, as your blade lights up, you can kind of see the various like glint of various torture, possibly instruments, gleam as you carve into the back of this creature, as it just goes.
because I can't be frightened, seeing these implements of torture is just angering me. And I'm just like, "Mate, whoever's done this can't get away with it. This isn't right."
Okay.
If I have any more movement, I'll like to, without leaving its 5 feet, like shuffle back round to its front, like looking down at the floor, kind of being ready just to be as close to them as possible.
Yep.
To give them, make them feel good that I'm there.
Yeah.
With my balls.
Sabina, it's your turn.
Okay. Still shitting bricks. She's going to move into the room. And yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
God. 14.
You're within 10 feet of me?
Oh,
Not yet.
Not yet?
yeah, 14.
You just make it.
So push into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I see my compatriots? Are they all engaged with it, or what are they doing?
Where you've moved.
So I'm following their lead on this
so-
now.
Yeah, you've moved past Quinn. You've moved past
That way,
Owain.
just down there. Yeah, on your way.
Ulysses is stood in front of it at the moment.
So how much movement would I?
Well, you said you were 20 feet back.
So 20 feet into the room.
Yep.
And then I'll take a shot at it.
Sure.
And do I see that you're within range of it, like as in 5 feet? So
Yeah.
yeah. Lovely stuff. Chromatic bolt this bitch. You gonna die. So I'll see if it hits first. That's 19 plus 10.
19 hits.
Well, that's
29 hits.
Yep, that's allowed. So chromatic bolt, figure out what it is first. Fire damage.
Okay.
1
point of fire damage.
Okay.
Cha-ching!
That's actually quite good, yeah, because waste and whatnot.
And then just the regular bolts. Well, the rest of the damage is that's 9, that's 10, and then sneak. Grand total of 23 points of damage.
Okay.
1 point of which was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Round up, Nathan, don't forget.
Yep. Okay.
And then, bonus action, try and hide somewhere in the room because she's still scared.
You know you're not.
Oh, well, if I'm near you.
Immune to me, within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, I guess, well, but she'd still want to try and, she doesn't need the advantage. No, fuck it. She just gets into cover somewhere. If there is.
Okay, you duck behind a bed.
Fine. That's fine. The day she's having, that'll work.
Okay. It is this creature's turn. You take 5 points of necrotic damage, and you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
I'm far away now, but okay.
How far away are you?
How, if we were in the doorway, how far was it into the room? It was 15 foot into the room, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm
25?
35 because I moved.
You've moved 30.
Oh no, because I only moved 10 foot back. Yeah, so 25 foot away. Yeah.
5 points of necrotic damage.
Ah, bullshit.
And you also take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Uh-huh.
And you were behind Sabine, weren't
Yeah,
you?
he's-
You're
Yes,
quite.
I'm
yeah,
25
so-
feet away.
Yeah.
Well, outside
On
the room.
top of,
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Right. Sabine, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Within 10 feet of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the bonus.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, okay. 14. Plus 1, so it's 15, which is mine, and then...
Oh, it's
eight.
just flat plus 4.
Oh!
Yeah.
So it's 19.
19. Okay, so this creature slowly shifts its face towards you, and as you kind of like glance up, you feel the most severe sense of fear kind of rush through you, and you almost feel like your heart stops, but you catch yourself and it starts beating again.
I fucking hate today.
That's the turn. Owain.
Yeah, baby.
Is that from anywhere?
Yeah, it's
like
two
two
chains.
It's not my intention when I have a character.
Shut up, 2 Chains.
I think it was like a session after you'd introduced him, like, 2
I
chains!
feel like it was the third. As soon as I said the name,
Wait.
that was it. Well, I'll walk up to the room. So that's, 25 feet, right?
Could I get you to make a Constitution saving throw?
10.
10. Okay. So you take. You take 19 points of psychic damage.
Dude.
As you're walking in, you make eye contact. This creature that was looking at Sabine suddenly snaps its face to you, and you just feel your heart kind of start to slow down. You kind of like fall to one knee, but keep pushing forwards.
Okay, great. In that case, yeah, I had my shield on me, so I lift it up, and then I try and gauge where the creature is by trying to see its feet. So where is... If I'm in the doorway, where are you?
Well, you so
ahead of you.
Sabine was 20 feet back,
Yeah, I was 25 feet.
so you can move 5 feet into the room. So you wouldn't be able to get into melee with it.
No, oh, no. Yeah, but I just want to... Well... Oh, descends. Okay. Yeah, well, from where I am, if I can at least see where the creature's standing, I want to cast Sacred Flame.
I mean, you can. It would be Sacred Flame. Do you have to have eyesight of a creature?
You'd have to be able to see it.
Then, yeah, you gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can see part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've seen
yeah,
it.
In the
In the rule,
in the rules of the game,
simplification of the rules.
yeah,
Is,
Okay.
you have to.
Look at where you're casting it, which is
Okay, so if I've... Well, let's say I didn't put my shield up in that case, and I've already taken the damage, can I still just go ahead with it?
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
Imagine you're looking at this thing, you're like, no.
It's still there.
Oh, it's awful. Let me look at the look.
Cool, so you have to make a dex save.
Is not a lot. That's a 7.
Oh, yeah. In that case, you take 2d8 radiant. Wait, hang on. Yeah. 9 radiant. Is that...
And with that,
Yeah.
you immolate this.
Oh, wow.
Creature. You had like 2 hit points left.
Ah,
As it
two
just
for
kind
away.
of. And just kind of like crumples and melts towards the floor. Just so you know, if you had failed your saving throw by 5 or more, you would have also gone down to 0 hit points.
Fucking hell.
Rodents are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I immediately, hilt my warhammer, rather than hold the shield, put it on my arm, reach into my cloak. There's nothing there.
Oh, right.
Well done.
I'll, having seen that, be like, you're doing remarkably well today, right?
Well, I was due a good day.
And I'll tap him on the shoulder and give him 5 points of
Ooh.
HP back.
Thank you very much.
Do you think that's something to do with losing that book of yours that you keep going on about? That you're doing so well now?
Perhaps the pursuit of such a thing has garnered my focus.
You saved my life, so you're doing great.
Those
It's what the Knighthood does.
those bottles at the back of the room. Kind of a quick perusal.
The boy, though, we should probably go for the boy.
Do you guys want to go look for the boy? I'll investigate with here. It's fine by me.
Be left alone in this spooky
No,
room.
change my mind actually.
With the hooks and the blood and
You can make an investigation check for me.
I'll go back to the taverns.
Natural 1.
Natural one.
Yeah.
A lot of these labels are kind of have been worn away. There's, you know, you're not really seeing a lot, unfortunately, but there's a bunch of bottles.
This is beyond my expertise.
Maybe I'll have a look when we come back after we've got the boy.
Yeah, Quinn, you may have interest in this.
Well, actually.
Maybe perhaps not the implements of torture, but
You might be surprised.
Imagine you kind of.
Kinky.
I had a look at Owen's book and I think I'm into some of this stuff.
Yeah, this book. I mean,
What book?
I'll look at Owain and kind of gesture towards the beds to be like, degeneracy. And leave the room.
filthy degeneracy.
Owen living the sheltered life. Actually, no. Yeah, just gets PTSD. Yeah.
That's how it happens. You just get I got it now.
So you head off.
Do we? Before we leave the room, is there like a door onwards from that room, or is it a dead end?
No, there just appears to be. Make a perception check there that you're actually in the middle of the room and there's not something
20.
sucking the life out of you. 20.
Thank you.
There's various tools, implements, and then other than this large table that just has loads of different bottles, different shapes and sizes, some like notes and stuff kind of strewn across it. It's just a kind of squared off room.
No throughway.
No.
Cool.
Wise idea. Let's head now to the boy. No, it's rear is protected.
Imagine that thing following us. It would have been awful. Anyway. Head up the long central passage.
Okay.
Can I stand next to you and I'll check for
I was going to
traps?
ask Sabine, I'm not asking you to go ahead, but just could you keep an eye out for anything untoward?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, roll an investigation check.
Natural 20!
Hell yeah.
Plus 5. And all that jazz.
No traps, though. As you are kind of making your way closer to this area, you notice bones, and just because of your passive perception, there is a drop in temperature, and just ever so slightly you can hear like slight echoes of what sound like whimpering.
Tell you all of that in a very low, hushed voice. I'm gonna still check ahead, but kind of like from behind you, if that's okay.
Yes. That's fine.
Imagine crossbow on your shoulder,
Yeah.
like that.
Owen with the torch on the other shoulder.
Because of your height.
No, sorry, not Owen. I meant Quinn.
Because of your height, it's just pointing at the ceiling. Work.
Nice. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Just trying to get the vibe, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
Do we call out for the boy?
I don't know the name. Boy!
This tunnel just keeps going. There's like just a series of descending stairs.
Is this kid trying to lure us somewhere? Why isn't he? Fuck. We hear the whimpering. Is the direction just dead ahead?
Dead ahead.
Ah. Well, I guess we push on then.
Yes, I suppose we do. Okay.
Okay.
Continue to move forward with the light
Yep.
from behind me, like licking the walls.
Yep, and you can
Illuminating
kind of see
the
your
world.
shadow like stretched out in front of you. You keep going for about 200 feet.
Aye.
Until eventually you come into...
Did we go down at all?
Yeah, you're going down.
It's
Okay,
getting
deep.
colder and
Good.
there's bones and we should probably turn around.
No, it's a boy.
You eventually kind of come to a very large set of double doors, like thick, kind of carved stone. Probably go up about 30 feet. But yeah, they are slightly open. And you can see, just based on your investigation check earlier, lots of bones. Some of them have like the remnants of skin on them, just because there's no moisture down here, so it's like kind of, it has rotted and decayed over time, but almost like mummified somewhat.
This shit's getting worse the further we get in. We're obviously getting close to it.
You can still hear the whimpering. It sounds like it's coming from inside.
But I guess we're here now, so...
Prepare yourselves.
We did say we'd do a
At what
job.
point do we decide to tell this man, I'm sorry, your son's dead?
We've confirmed the body.
It's awfully brave of you.
I mean,
Where'd you come from,
I
huh?
was happy sitting up there until you all cried for help, and then it was rather brave of me, alright, to come in on my own, but here we find ourselves.
Don't know how you did that, that's amazing.
In our defence, I only called for your aid when Sabine was in peril.
Straight up died.
It's unfortunate. we are here now. I don't think
Yes,
I can
yes.
go back to that man and lie to his face.
Are you talking quietly?
Oh,
No, not especially.
We're clanking, we got lights, we're talking.
Yeah,
Bunch of clankers.
my big
Yeah.
shoulder pads are...
Hello?
See, we're here for you.
Dad?
Yeah, he's up top. Can you come out, please? We're not coming in.
you come to us.
You come to us.
I can't.
Why?
They're looking for me.
Who are they?
The men with the arms.
How many of them are there? How many are there?
I don't know.
Well, we
I can
killed
just
one of
hear their
them.
feet.
The one that killed you. The one upstairs is gone.
They're in here.
Okay.
Wait, if...
Well, we're coming. Sit tight.
How far away does he sound? I want to tell how long
Make
it
a-
takes the sound to reach my ears. Nick can tell me.
You can get a good idea
can
of
make
how
a
big the
perception.
room is.
Yeah. Make a
Get a
perception
tuning
check.
fork out,
Yeah.
see that help.
I really want to know what's in the room by putting my ear against it. Against the door.
You've got that dark white bat thing. Phone.
This is wrong.
12.
12. Sounds like it's in the room.
Ah.
See,
In the room.
It is very echoey,
Okay.
which just from your time underground, as you've been in a few caverns in your time, does sound like it could be like a chamber
Okay.
as opposed to a continuation.
Here's what I suggest. We rush in. As soon as I spot the boy, I will get him and teleport he and I out of there, and then the three of you can also run away as soon as possible. We just need to run distraction until we rescue whoever needs to be.
As
Basically.
long as you
Yep.
two stay close.
2.5 perhaps.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I can take him all the way out to his straight. I mean,
That sounds like we can get at least as far as the mother's corpse and.
You
sure
can
we
pick her up on the way out.
Get
Yeah.
that.
yeah, and then if we want to come back later for
What was it?
for any investigations, can do. If of course something he's died by the time we get in there, or something else is untoward,
Well,
then
yeah, here's hoping.
we'll make the call as we see fit.
This kid's getting tortured. This conversation's happening outside.
They're literally stabbing me now. It is rather painful. So here's the thing, right?
Ouch! I don't like knives. Please.
It's in my belly.
That actually strategically is fairly sound.
Guns blazing then, gentlemen. Montage.
Rolls away.
Anyway, before we head on in, do you have the means of illuminating my blade?
Oh, with just a torch or magic?
That room
believe
will
I do. It's not a
Guys,
skill
I just
I've
saw another
picked up on my
rat.
travels.
Guys, I just saw another rat.
Okay.
It's going that way.
Cool, I'm sure there's plenty of rats down
If
here.
it's a cabin, there's a ton of rats.
Maybe I should shoot it.
No.
Well, let's.
I mean, you could use a regular bolt if you wanted to shoot it. That's fine.
It's already in the room.
Don't shoot it. Okay.
We'll get you loads of rats to shoot, Sabine, when we're out here. Just
When we get to Merchant's Hollow, we'll
just buy
go
a
to
bunch
the
of
rat
rats.
shop,
Yeah.
stick them in a barrel, and go nuts.
Just do what you want.
We can head in.
Kick the door down.
So
Strong.
you
Sacred flame, everyone.
you kind of like gonna need at least 2 of you to make a strength check on this door.
I can help.
9.
9,
21.
21.
21.
Just strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raw power.
Not athletics? 9.
So it takes you a second, but you roll quite well. So you kind of start pushing against it, and you kind of you're trying, and you suddenly get a bit of momentum. And you're like, yeah. Kind of look over and see that Owain is like actually
Chad of the day.
As it opens, you kind of start to filter in, and as you do, you can see that there are what look like carved stone chairs that just kind of like form out of the floor, just sporadically placed. You see that the walls themselves, even though you've only kind of come in and you've only got about 10 feet of light, there is like almost like a purplish effervescent glow to this room. You see that the walls are warped, and it almost looks like there are people fused into it. And directly ahead of you, you can see a large kind of oval-shaped doorway that seems to be emitting this like warped effect. Seems sealed, but you can see that there's just like a little bit of like dark purple mist eking out of it. Just in front of that is a large chair, and I'll just get you to make a perception check for me. And Owain, as you two were the first in.
14.
14?
15.
15. You see what looks to be a small boy kind of peering around the side of the chair. What you both manage to see is just in front of him are these 2 twitching bodies just kind of shaking.
Well, first of all, I kind of want to look in Quinn's direction and just point to where I can see the child. And then these twitching bodies, can I cast Turn Undead on them?
You can.
Then I shall.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, because you do that and nothing happens. Is there any like? It just happens, doesn't it? There's no like verbal. It's not like a spell.
No, you just.
Okay, so they're still
Yeah.
unaware of your immediate presence.
Okay. I will, in order to make room for Quinn, shuffle forward slightly, sort out.
Shall I take a shot at it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Can I
Aim it.
look around, see if there's any more?
Just based on your perception check earlier, there doesn't appear to be. There's just more of those like chairs.
Full chairs.
Does my perception check tell me the status of these guys' arms?
Do they have any?
Have they got big
Are
traps?
they men with arms?
Have they got triceps?
They appear to be. They seem like they've got like growths on them. Just double checking something. Okay. Have you all entered the room at this point? Are you
Yeah.
like at the foot of the door?
Yeah. Battle stance. Battle
Yeah.
pose.
I kind of want to create enough of a enough of a gap between the door and me that Quinn can scoot behind me if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be there like.
I'll move to the other side.
Sure.
I'll be kind of, around the back of you still.
Yeah.
Crossbow, just tracking.
Sabine, as you enter the room, these twitching figures stop, and they both suddenly turn around and look at you, and you can see that they're a little bit gaunt, kind of slightly vacant eyes, and they're just staring at you like.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not gonna shoot.
And they turn around, and those growths that you can see like on its body.
Oh no! Fuck this!
Arms.
And I guess that's where we'll leave this
Oh.
session. Because if we're going to do another round of combat, this is going to take some time.
Wee.
So we'll have to leave it there.
That means Ulrich's going to come and kick down the door at the 11th hour.
I'm mad!
Just like
Yeah.
bats the two guys in the doorway out of the way.
Because it's almost
You used to
11
get into
o'clock,
a wall.
and yeah, we're going real late if we do another round of combat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
Excellent job.
why are you doing us dirty like that?
I'm sorry.
Light axe.
Fucking hell. What was that happened to Sabine as soon as she walked in that room? What spell or...
That is whale.
She's winning.
Killer. TPK. Material.
Banshee's Whale,
Yeah.
5e.
Yeah.
Like
The Banshee
if you
releases
threw-
a mournful wail provided that she isn't in sunlight. The wail has no effect on constructs and undead. All other creatures within 30 feet of her can make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, creatures drop to 0 hit points.
Well, shit the bed.
You threw that, and then you threw a Bodak, which also has the means of TPKing. If you throw like a Cataplepus at us as well, it's just like, yeah, I'm trying to nerd you.
Today ain't your day.
Yeah.
Well, previous to Christmas, this was all going to be like Christmas themed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but because
Ghosts of Christmas Past present.
it was just going to be more like I don't know, like
Whimsical.
just more wintry
Krampus
stuff. Yeah, kind of Krampusy stuff. But since it's not, I was like, fuck it, it's all dead. But yeah, right. Well, that is the end of that session. Sorry for kind of stopping it before combat, but like I say, it is late for us, and if we carry on going, it's going to get super, super late.
You gave the people 2 combats. So I don't.
Yeah, 2 loads of combat. Yeah,
Are you worried?
and some spooky vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the end of the podcast. As I say, thank you very much for listening in. We've got a whole host of different places that you can listen to the podcast. And you've got all of the social medias, Dungeons and Dice and Dudes for most of them. And if you want something else, then obviously head on over to Danilo's Thinking Critically. But yeah, otherwise we'll see you in the next session, and hope you all have a good New Year. Bye.
Bye.